The 10 steps of buying a home and how I can help you win with your home buying journey. In this video, I will break down for you the exact process I use with my clients to get them the home that they want, while feeling confident that they did not miss out on better options that are at their price point. With this system, you will become an expert in your market segment, eliminate much of the stress from the entire process, and save yourselves hours of time and thousands of dollars while making your next move. My name is Art Bydlowski. I'm a realtor with the agency, and I've helped hundreds of families make a move within the Okanagan since 2017. By first and foremost educating you and sharing my formula to get you the home that you want, you will have the confidence to prepare and negotiate an offer for the best home for your needs. The entire process can be broken down into 10 simple steps. Determining your wants and your needs, then selecting a real estate agent to work with. Third would be the financial preparation. Fourth, access to the most up-to-date information. That includes coming soon properties, off-market listings, foreclosures, and estate sales. Fifth, the market education and showings. And then once we find the right home, the offer and negotiations. Once we have an offer accepted, the due diligence, the lawyers and conveyance. 9 would be the final inspection, and 10, you move in. First, we will sit down and discuss your situation, the timing of your move, if you have a home to sell, and really lean in to what you're looking for. This includes the area, the amount of bedrooms and bathrooms, and the general size of home. Any parking and lifestyle requirements are important as well. This general information will help me personalize a list of properties that are suitable for you. Step 2 is choosing a real estate agent to work with. By the end of this video, I want you to feel that you can reach out to me and that I'm the right person for the job of representing you. Let's dive into your options though. The vast majority of people, when buying a home, buy a home with the help of a real estate agent. When you do this, you have a choice. You can pick the agent that has their name on the sign at the front of the house. This is what we call a listing agent. An important note though is that the listing agent is restricted in the level of service that they can provide you. They can do things such as arrange property showings, assist you with obtaining financing, provide certain details about the property, and explain the forms and agreements you are required to fill out. But at the end of the day, they were hired by the seller, and they're working on the seller's behalf to get the highest price possible for that property. As your buyer's agent, I can do all the things a listing agent can do, but additionally provide you with confidential assistance. I can structure and negotiate the offer in your best interests and discuss and disclose information about the property. This includes the seller's purchase price, any liens, and the recent activity in the area. By providing confidential assistance to you, I will never disclose the reason you're buying or what you're willing to pay for the property. In some circumstances, this may reveal the urgency that you need to find a home, or your financial position, or possibly other information that could hinder us further down the line when I start negotiating for your home. In contrast, the listing agent is actually obligated to reveal those things to the seller. As your agent, I owe you the fiduciary duty to act in your best interest, and I honor this code with my heart. I don't want to just become your realtor for this transaction. I want to earn your business and become your real estate consultant that you trust for your life. As it stands, not all buying agents are created equal. We have many agents that are new and don't have the market experience. Others do not utilize the modern tools that we have at our fingertips. This doesn't help with gathering the necessary data. Some seem to be never available, while others only point out the positives of a property, never the flaws. Ultimately, their clients get left out with the impression that they've just been left out in the dark. What I do differently is that I focus on my clients' needs first and foremost. But I'm not only looking to satisfy my clients' needs, but actually educate them about the process as a whole. So when you do purchase your home, you will know that you are getting a great price for the home that you want in the area that you want to live in. I will take the time to help you what sellers fear most. That's an educated buyer, someone who's in tune with the current market and knows how to protect themselves. We are also going to make sure that you have access to the best financing rates and experts who can protect you and your investment moving forward. If you choose to work with me, we will then move on to step number 3, and that is tying up any financial loose ends and getting you pre-approved for a mortgage. This is where we find out where in the market we should be shopping. A lot of buyers make the mistake of doing this all backwards. They go out and start looking at homes that are either above their price range or sometimes even below their price range. This wastes a lot of time and energy. We're going to make sure that you don't fall into this trap. There are 4 major benefits of getting pre-approved. You will know exactly what houses we should be looking at, so you won't waste time looking at homes either above or below your price range. This saves you hours and hours over the time frame that you're searching for your next home. You're also going to get the very best financing. Because of the amount of business that we do at the agency, we have relationships with the best lenders in town. I'm going to make sure that you get the lowest interest rate, the lowest monthly payment, and the lowest down payment possible. Choosing a quality broker alone could save you thousands of dollars over the course of your term. By knowing exactly what we're approved for, we know that whatever we're looking at, we can actually have. It takes out the stress of wondering if we can actually buy the home that you fall in love with. It also helps me negotiating. It's one of my favorite parts of the process. I love being in the trenches for my clients and getting them the best deal. By having a pre-approval, it removes the seller's fear that you won't get financing. It really lets them engage in the negotiations. The offer becomes tangible, and this translates into thousands in savings. Getting approved involves first speaking with a mortgage broker. My clients have worked with many brokers. I will send you the 3 most reliable ones that have proven to me over and over again to be the best in the business. You will then complete and submit your application along with gathering any necessary documents. Then you'll send in those documents, the bank verifies them, and you'll get back what we call a pre-approval certificate. I will use this once we find the home that you desire and we begin negotiating. By having a relationship with your broker, I can reach out to them easily and discuss the different factors that may affect your approval, such as property taxes, strata fees, or possible notations on the title. As you can tell, by front-loading some of these medial tasks, this allows us to be free and focused at the true task at hand, finding your next home. Using the search criteria that we discussed, I try to narrow down the thousands of homes in your market to just around 25 currently listed properties. My system will then update this list every time a home matches your criteria or hits the market by reducing its purchase price. This exclusive daily market data gives you all the information on a home, just like I get as a realtor. I don't stop there though. When engaging with my network of realtors, past clients, and banks, I will also periodically send you information on homes that the public doesn't have access to. Nothing is held back from you, and when you see a home that you want to view, that is in the neighborhood that you want to live in, contact me and I will get you inside. Once you have access to this information, you'll be ready to move on to step number 5, market education. This is a vital step. It is one of the most important steps that is missed by most home buyers as they begin their home buying journey. This is where we go out and view homes for you to get acquainted with the marketplace. It is not about buying a home, so you can leave your checkbook behind. We're window shopping at this point, essentially. It is a key ingredient in becoming an educated buyer. And it is something, frankly, Most other agents just will not do because they think it's a waste of their time. However, I know that this step will help you make a better decision, help you save money, and help you make your transaction a whole lot less stressful. It will also benefit me as I will get a better understanding of your wants and your needs. We will be able to focus your search criteria, and you will gain valuable knowledge of the value of homes in your price range. So when we do enter the right home for you, you will know it right away. You will have the firm knowledge of the different home prices. You have the comfort of knowing that you're choosing the best home available to you without overpaying, or even having the feeling that you might have. This eliminates an all too often feeling of buyer's remorse. Because of this confidence, you will be able to act quickly, as great deals do not come around often. You can avoid competing with other buyers and gain a competitive edge. Once you have a strong reference of market value and what is available to you, we can transition into showings. I handle market education and showings differently, as they serve two distinct purposes. With market education, I choose the homes that we see. For example, if we're searching for a condo, we may look at a high-rise with a view that tend to be a little bit smaller, and then visit a large wood frame build. This offers more room and maybe even an extra parking stall at a very similar price point. Or we'll see a high-end home with high-end finishings but a small yard compared to an older home on a superior lot. At this point in the process, it's a process of elimination rather than selection. When we transition into showings, you are choosing the homes that we see from a short list of properties that we're able to narrow down in the steps prior. At this point, I often find that my clients know certain details about the property that I don't, but I take pride in that, as I know that means I helped them get this far. If we find ourselves not finding a property suitable for your needs, we can always discuss the different homes' merits that we have previously viewed, and then we can tweak our search criteria and really refocus it by broadening or narrowing down our criteria. This leaves you in control, and we continue to search for your home. And when we have found the right one and you are ready, we will move in and dive into step number 6, creating that offer. In my experience, if there is a property that you know ticks most of your boxes, there is a good chance that another buyer has or is about to stumble upon it as well. This is why I want you to have the confidence to act quickly. So when you do, I can head back to the office, do the background research, and pull up all the past sales in the area, currently listed properties, recently expired listings, and make sure that we haven't missed anything. And using that market data and our experience from our previous showings, start crafting that offer on your behalf. I will prepare that offer that best meets your needs and desires for price, closing dates, and even inclusions and exclusions. Typically speaking, appliances such as fridge, dishwasher, stove, microwave, laundry, machines, and are actually included. But we want to put that in writing, along with having a discussion about items such as a hot tub or a shed if there is one. I will go through that offer with you line by line and explain each clause and make any adjustments as necessary. You will know exactly what you are agreeing to and on what timelines. Once finished, I'm going to present that offer to the seller on your behalf. It's my job to get you that house at the price that you want to pay, and I'm going to go in and I'm going to negotiate for that very best price and those best terms. Your interests will be served throughout the process. Look, unfortunately, due to technology, our industry has become lazy. Most agents will just scan it and email the offer over. Not me. I negotiate in person, and that's my mandate. There's a tremendous benefit of being face-to-face and belly-to-belly with the other side. It's something I pride myself in as being one of the best in the industry in. The seller then has 3 options: accept as is, reject, or counter back. Countering back is usually the most common that I see. Oftentimes, the offer comes back and forth multiple times before an agreement is made. So be prepared for negotiations to last between several hours to a span of several days in a slower market. Once we have an accepted offer, our due diligence begins. While the bank actually prepares for its final approval and appraisal, I can help you by recommending and scheduling one of the top inspectors and lawyers in town. This process typically takes about 10 business days. At the end of the due diligence period, we remove the subjects and contingencies in our offer, and the deposit goes into my brokerage's trust account. A question I often get asked is how much a deposit is. That is an amount that we choose when we negotiate our offer. Typically, I recommend from 5 to 10%. Anything lower can be perceived as a red flag to the seller, and a higher one is actually viewed as a strong and confident buyer. A typical timeline from subject removal to closing and possession takes between 1 to 3 months, but this is all negotiable. So to recap, you get a fun, informative, pressure-free market education period. You pick out the homes that you want to see, which to make an offer on, all on your schedule, and I will negotiate you the best deal possible. I'll protect you and your family while doing it. You get all of these services with access to my team of qualified professionals, all working on your behalf. And you may be asking how much this all costs. Well, it's actually free. How the industry works is my compensation comes from the seller and the property and from the listing brokerage. When you are ready to get started, contact me by phone, text, or email, and we'll sit down for our first 20-minute consultation.